Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's take a look at some of the stocks on the move. Today, I'm Paul Sweeney alongside Scarlett Fu, and we're joined by Norma Linden. Norma, what are you looking at?
Well, let's kick things off with a stock that's making history today. So Electronic Arts, that's ticker EA. We have this stock in focus today, up as much as 5.4%. This, of course, is after the historic leverage buyout deal that we're seeing happening here. So Electronic Arts has agreed to sell to a group of private investors. The deal should be about $55 billion. This is the highest, the largest leverage buyout that we've seen on record here. So the consortium that they're selling it toward are Silver Lake Management, a Saudi Arabia public investment fund. They agreed to pay $210 per share in cash for the company. So this does represent a 25% premium to where its shares traded before talks did leak here. So this is really what's been in focus over the past couple of days. If you look at the stock right now, up for its highest level on record. Shares are up about 39% so far year to date.
You're also looking at defense stocks.
Yes,
Laura.
you have to keep an eye on defense. I mean, that's an area that I covered super closely on the equities team before taking on this new role. So always going back toward U.S. defense contractors. We're seeing shares of the industry really rising today. If you look at Lockheed Martin, L3 Harris, RTX, these are all pushing higher along with Boeing here. And this is after a report from the Wall Street Journal that the U.S. Department of Defense is pushing missile suppliers to quickly double or even quadruple production rates here. So pretty bullish call here, of course. And you are seeing a broad-based rally here. If you look at S15 Aero, AERO, that's an index that I tend to track when you're looking at aerospace and defense contractors here. And that stock or that index is up right now, also hitting its highest level ever. Lots of green across the screen today.
Yeah, my number one offspring works at Lockheed Martin. Not allowed to talk to me about his job.
He's tight-lipped.
Staying mum.
Yeah, that's what they do over there. So anyway, so what else we got?
Lastly, I want to take a look at Occidental Petroleum. That's ticker OXY here. Also in talks to sell its OxyChem petrochemical unit. The deal is worth at least $10 billion. That's according to a report from the Financial Times this past Sunday. So you are seeing shares of Occidental Petroleum hitting their highest level since April. It's clearly lots of optimism today in the market. But the divestment would be the U.S. company's biggest yet and would create one of the world's largest standalone petrochemical companies.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.